Married and single guys, listen up because this applies to you both. How do you know that your wife or girlfriend is really attracted to you? I mean, how do you know that a woman is attracted to you? Does she let you know? Does she ask or even hound you to have sex with her? Does she worship at the altar of your divine masculinity? If not, you might have lost attraction. And no, this isn't about your beer belly or how long you've been dating. This is about polarity. You know, the little thing that makes magnets click into place. And if y'all have lost your magnetism, you could lose the whole dang relationship next. Which is why in this video, I'm gonna tell you the 3 ways to know that your woman is attracted to you. And all 3 of them do not rely on asking her to tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the 5 ways to tell if your relationship has lost polarity, and I'm gonna give you 4 ways to restore attraction, increase your polarity, and bring that straight up animal magnetism back into your bedrooms. I am sex and relationship coach Caitlin V, and I'm coming to you today because today we are talking about the attraction between the magnets of masculine and feminine. But why does attraction even matter? Well, it should be partially obvious, but like once the attraction is gone, you're just friends. Sex becomes stale and repetitive, and it is only a matter of time before one or both of you is totally checked out of the relationship. Now, this happens in all relationships because over time we trade the mystery and the uncertainty of the relationship for familiarity and comfort. But the problem is that once we become familiar, we start to act like family. What is familiar is familial, and healthy people don't have sex with their family. This is why it is so vital to keep attraction in your relationship. But first, why is it important for you to know if your woman is actually attracted to you? Well, number 1, it helps you to determine when your relationship needs a little bit of extra attention. It also makes you a more powerful man because you have more knowledge about relationships and about women. And it will help to preserve a long-term relationship. Let's define what polarity is. Relationship polarity is the key to passion. We all know that love in a romantic relationship, while it is great, it is not enough. A relationship cannot survive on love alone. That's when polarity is really important because that is what keeps the passion in the relationship. So you have love, but you need passion as well to keep the flames of desire burning long term. Polarity is the spark that occurs between 2 opposing energies, in this case, masculine and feminine. But if you don't like those terms, you can switch them out for yin and yang, sun and moon, north and south, hot and cold. And this applies equally to same-sex couples as it does to opposite couples. Gender does not affect whether or not you have masculine and feminine energy. Basically, in order for magnetism between magnets, you have to have 2 opposing energies. And when both people start to occupy the same space, well, there's really no difference between them for them to overcome. And that is when a relationship becomes depolarized. And when a relationship is depolarized, the connection that you used to feel starts to fizzle out. And the best way to tell, like the quickest way to tell that your relationship has depolarized is by your woman's attraction to you. Because women do 3 really specific things when we are highly attracted to our man. Let's jump into those now. Number 1, she makes herself available to you. She initiates text messages. She asks you if you're free to hang out. She wants closeness from you, and she wants your sex. She may initiate sex, she may initiate flirting, whatever it is, she makes herself available to you. She is here with you and for you when she is attracted to you. Number 2, women will mirror you and show you deep interest. Mirroring is a really specific concept that I'll break down. It's essentially doing the same thing as the other person. So literally your body language. So if you're sitting like this, you might find her sitting like this. Basically, this happens on a subconscious level because it has a lot to do with our wiring and our nervous system. It's a great indication that someone is interested in us, attracted to us, and that their nervous system is in sync and aligned with us. But if we get even further and zoom out from just what's happening in the body, mirroring also happens on a macro level by showing interest in the things that you're interested in. So she might check out the music that you're listening to, the books that you're reading. She's interested in the things that you share with her. This is a great indication that someone is attracted to you. One note on this is that if she, as her own individual person, starts to disappear, like all of your interests are her interests, that is a red flag, because that also is going to decrease polarity. If you guys are interested in all the same things, there's no polarity, there's no opposite in order to attract. All right, and here's the third thing that women do when they're super attracted. They share vulnerably. She will be forthcoming. She trusts you with her secrets. She shares vulnerably. She wants to tell you more about her and her internal world and her internal thinking. And not just that, but she becomes a safe space for you to share those things too. So she asks you questions about yourself. She is interested in knowing the depth of you and the depth of your soul. And this one is super tricky because a lot of couples who have been together for an extended period of time think, I know everything about her. I already know what she's into and what she's not. I know what her deepest fears are. What else is there to be vulnerable about? But the truth is that our fears and our vulnerabilities evolve with us over time. And so if you have stopped sharing, if you know what she was deeply afraid of 3 years ago when she was quitting her last job, but you're not sure what she's deeply afraid of now, could be a sign that that attraction is lost. And again, this is also being vulnerable with her body, sharing physically, sexually, intimately. By the way, if you want more women to do these things to you more often, take a moment right now and make sure you are subscribed to this channel where I am teaching you all you need to know about relationships, attraction, intimacy, sexuality, etc., etc., etc. You're not going to want to miss any of this, including what's up next, which is how to know if you lost polarity, the 5 biggest indications that polarity is gone or going out of your relationship. Number 1, you act more like buds than romantic partners. Date night has disappeared. You spend more time discussing what movies you're gonna watch on Netflix than you do about the hot sex that you were having. And there's nothing wrong with a companionate relationship. But if that's not what you have agreed to be in together, then your budding friendship is an indication that your polarity may be draining. Number 2, you're more like roommates than lovers. You have stopped trying to pleasure each other. You have stopped trying to attract and seduce each other. You pass each other in the kitchen, you talk about what has got to go on the grocery list, and you crawl into bed each night at the same time after doing the same thing. Your roommate relationship has grown into a stagnant, repetitive, not so magnetic connection. Number 3, sex is boring, stale, and repetitive. And it's not just because you're not sure what to do, it's because literally the two of you have fallen into this very comfortable routine and no one is introducing new and interesting stuff anymore. And if you're out of ideas for what to introduce into the bedroom, then make sure you check out my course, She Comes Too, which is chock full of tips and techniques to really turn up the heat and turn up the flames on your sex life, no matter how long you have been together. Or if you just want to be an amazing Don Juan who rocks it in the bedroom, check out that course. All right, indication number 4, communication becomes transactional. You only talk logistics. Who's gonna pick up the kids from soccer? Who's finalizing the Instacart order? The conversation that you're having doesn't involve flirtation. It doesn't involve learning or challenging more, getting into the deep stuff with each other. It's just logistics. It's almost like talking to your colleague instead of your lover. And then number 5, you are no longer trying to attract each other. Now listen, I'm not at all saying saying that you should need to put on a full face of makeup or keep your beard shaved every single day or walk around in your finest. I think one of the best things about being in a long-term relationship is that you don't have to put on a show for your lover. But do you still want to feel attractive? Like, do you still stay physically active? Do you still think about how you look? And if you are a sexy human being who someone else would want to have sex with? Sometimes in long-term relationships, we take sex to be entitled. Like, sex is just a guarantee. That's why we got married to begin with, so that I wouldn't have to try to get anyone to have sex with me anymore. And that's just not a super sexy place to come from. Like, ideally, we're always wanting to be sexually exciting, and we always want to seduce our partner and not just take their sexual availability for granted. Now that we have a good indication on whether or not there is polarity in your relationship, and by the way, fear not, even if you said yes to all 5 of those indications, it is possible to get polarity back, and here is how. Number 1, spend time away from each other. This can be hard. Our lives are set up in this super interconnected way. We rely on each other. In fact, maybe we spent the last 15 years deepening our connection and our reliance and our dependency on one another. So spending time away can be really challenging. But this can be spending time away like going to bed at different times. This can be taking a weekend trip to see my family without my partner, or a girl's weekend or a guy's weekend. Polarity is essentially based on the space between and the difference between us. So when we spend time apart from each other, we have the opportunity to get excited to come back together. This also increases the mystery, because when someone is outside of your view, you're not sure what's going on. They are a mystery. What they are doing is a mystery. And mystery, even though it's really scary to people in long-term relationships, is so crucial to polarity that it absolutely cannot be overstated. Number 2, seduce each other. Be someone who you would want to have sex with, and then bring your sexy self into the bed with your partner. Try to please and pleasure them. Try new and different things. Put in effort to spicing things up. I have a bunch of resources on this, from free YouTube content to the course that I mentioned earlier, She Comes Too, which is the female pleasure and orgasm blueprint. If you learn everything in that course and bring that into bed, she is going to start chasing you and hounding you to get you to do that thing again, because she can't wait. And number 3, spend time doing things that you love. This makes you attractive. The things that you love to do that do not have anything to do with your partner build up your attractiveness. So say you are super into model airplanes, or you love leading your son's Boy Scout troop, or you just really get off on gardening. Spend time doing those things. Do not let the things that you love become lowered in importance or priority because of your relationship. It might feel like the right thing to do at that time. They're asking me, my partner's asking me to spend more time connecting or working together. That's great, but not at the expense of doing the things that you love. When you do the things that you love, and then occasionally your partner like walks by your woodworking shop and sees how sexy you are as you wield woodworking tools, it has nothing to do with them, but it makes you so attractive, because that is what we were attracted to when we fell in love with you to begin with. It was the things that made you different and interesting. And then finally, if you are really serious about enhancing the polarity, the attraction, and the magnetism in your relationship, apply for my men's coaching program called High Performance Male. I developed it literally for men in your shoes who want to understand what makes them attractive, what makes relationships successful, what increases a woman's drive and libido and magnetism, and how to become amazing in all areas of your life, relationships, your work, your relationship to yourself, your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. If you are interested in up-leveling across the board, apply for High Performance Male. We are waiting to serve you. In summary, polarity, loss, and depolarization does not have to be a death knell in your relationship. You can regain polarity pretty easily, actually, by committing to doing the things that make you attractive and bringing yourself and some more effort into your relationship. And if you want want help with that, make sure that you apply for High Performance Male. I think I made it through this whole video without telling you who I am. I'm Caitlin B. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure that you are subscribed if you want more amazing sex and relationship content. Thank you so much, and I will see you here next week. Bye.